Welcome to another session from LearnReason.com. My name is Matt. This video is sponsored by HDRefills.com. Hear and feel the difference. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did. This is part 23 in our Learn How to Mix video series. And today we're going to finish up this mix. And basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the tracks and just get a final adjustment, and then listen to anything I want to change, volume wise, and it's like a last volume check, and then we're going to get our final output level. And I've been listening through this so we can make this a little quicker, and I was monitoring it in mono mode, and I was able to figure out that our below C here, this below C volume is there's a big difference. You kind of lose it in the mono mix. So let me just show you that. I want you to listen for the below C in the mono mix. And what I'll do is turn on the mono mix and you can listen for it. Okay. It's kind of, you can barely hear it. You can barely hear this below C in the mono mix. But now let's listen to it again in the stereo mix. Okay, so what's happening here is you can hear it a little better in the stereo when we have, we're listening to it in stereo, but it kind of disappears in mono. And what that's telling me is that the EQ of this actual track needs to be tweaked a bit, because if I can hear it in the stereo, but I'm not hearing it in the mono, I think all I have to do is tweak this EQ a bit, and we should be able to, hear it both in the mono, clearly in the mono, and clearly in the stereo mix. And this is how a mono, listening and monitoring in mono, can help you hear things. So let's just let's listen in mono and tweak the EQ so that we can hear it better in mono, and then we're still going to have to do some volume, probably put an some automation on this level, but let's get it hearing, let's get it so we can hear it both in mono and stereo, and I guarantee in stereo it will help you hear it better after we tweak it, in mono. It's actually super cool, so let's check it out. Okay, all I had to do to help you hear the below C in the mono was just tweak the EQ right in this range, because we have a band pass on this, and so right around what is this? Around 900 hertz or so. I just tweaked it up, about 5 dB. I cranked it up a bit, and now let's listen to it. We can hear it good in mono, and then I'll switch it back to stereo, and we'll fix that using monitoring.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you.
Okay, so you can hear it better. We're going to have to adjust this volume. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to put it back because I can see right at the beginning of the song, the below C is a little bit too loud. We need to tame it. We'll probably ride the fader, but it'll be as easy as just adding some automation to it. Okay, so I just practiced what I think we should do, and all I'm going to do here is I'm going to put right-click and edit automation. So what it did is it actually makes an automation lane for it. So I just find below C here. Where is it? Below C, right here. Here's the level. And what we're going to do is just record. So I'm going to start it right around here. And as we're going, we're just recording. So I like that, and I could double click in there, and if we go out here a little wider, just kind of probably, I want it to be right here, so if we get rid of that one there, just have it, that'll be fine. And so we just wrote in the automation for that. That should be fine. And what we'll do is we'll bring this all the way back, and we're going to bring that one down. We can just get rid of that one. So it's just, there's our automation. It's as easy as that to do automation in Reason. Right click, automation, and you're done. And okay, so that was one of the things. And here's another quick thing. I'm not going to go through all these, in the tutorial, but I'm just showing you a couple things how I'm going to go about it. And right here we have this the vocal here, and it's this send effect. Listen to this.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you.
It's that effect when the send is cranked up. I want to be able to control that level because I think it's a bit too loud. And the way you can do that is right here, right in the send. So this is send 3, and he's only using this effect, this Vox DI high pass, right here on 3 in the lead vocal. So any adjustments we do, it won't affect any of the other tracks using this because none of them also are using it. So I'm just going to tweak this level right here of the send, which you can do in the SSL virtual mixer here.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long.
different.
Don't
Listen.
you know that whenever you're gone, days are long?
So we're gonna have automation on this, because if right there for that one, it's about right there.
Out in the rain when I'm with you.
That's good. The first one we need to really.
When I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long?
Yeah, because right here, that last one, it could probably not even have it on because it's lower.
Days are long.
Yeah, it has to be a little less. So, okay, so what we're gonna do is get a level here for this one.
Lover's lane when I'm with you.
That's good. So I'm gonna right click automation, and then where we go? There we go. And I'm just gonna press record.
I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long?
So I wrote the automation, and it put it somewhere up here. Send effect, because it's a send effect. It's right there, and that's all the little adjustment we need, and that should help the adjustment on that. So we had some control of that, and so I'm just going to go through here and get these levels nice and good. And one of the things I want to let you know is, as we're listening to the song here and we're looking at all the levels, I'll just run it a little bit here and you can listen, but I want you to look at the levels. We'll concentrate on the levels here, and you'll see that most of everything is just, it's all hovering around the 10 mark, which was my static mix, number that I chose. You could choose 12, you could choose 8, you could choose 7 or whatever you want, but as long as you have in the beginning a static mix, then the whole time that you're mixing, you're always, it just always stays right around there. As we're adjusting the faders here, the signal you'll still see hangs right around where we set it to begin with.
Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you.
So I'm going to go through here and get some just go through here and adjust real quick. And then after that, we'll get the final, we'll adjust the final output that will get us ready for mastering.
Darling, don't you know that? Every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain when I'm with you. Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are
Okay, so I went through and got all the levels, where I want them to be. And now what we're going to do is just go right in here, and I'm going to go up to the big meter here, and this is what I'm going to set my level. I'm going to go by this to set my final output level. And this is what you should do. This is the meter you should use for your final output. Not this, but this. So let's take a look at it. And
every street I walk on becomes a lover's lane when I'm with you. I can see the sun. Know that whenever you're gone.
so I'm just clicking around in the various parts of the song just to get an overall, what this meter is going to be, So let me just couple more checks, and we should have it set. And I'm going to want to have it, right around 6 to 4, because I want to have at least 4 dB of headroom for mastering.
Darling, don't you know that whenever you're gone, days are long. The world is all a rhyme in this busy life when I'm with every street. I can see the sun, though we're out in the rain. Every street I walk on the rain when I'm with you.
Okay, I think that pretty much does it. I think we have a nice good level on the big meter, and so now all that's left to do is to export this as a stereo file. And I just set up my markers here. This is the end marker here, and the left marker to the beginning. I'm just going to go right up here to file, and I'm gonna export this as a song as an audio file, and I'm gonna name it the name of the song, Heart of the Nebula, and I'm gonna add the tempo of this song, and I can see down here it's 136 is the tempo. And I'll put a 136T. I know that's the tempo. And it's important to save it with the tempo, because when you import it to master it, you're going to have to set the tempo back to its, what the song is. Because when you bring stuff back into Reason, what it's going to do is it's going to bring it in with a default 120. And I'm going to save it. And see, one of the reasons I do it this way, save this to a stereo audio file, and then I'm going to bring it back into Reason to master, is because if you had a bunch of songs, you're writing an album and you want to then master all these songs into one album, you would have to do this anyways. So it's good. I just do it this way because it's the way I do it. It's just a good practice, I think. And if you ever have to go back into the song and adjust something that you somehow see in mastering that you didn't do, well, then you just go back in and tweak it and then master it and bring it back in. But that does it for this tutorial series. And in our next session, we will be starting the Learn How to Master a Song series. So I look forward to seeing you then. And just remember, the way you can help out is like, share, subscribe, and follow. That's how you help me out. So you guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next session.